Hey everyone, Sheila, and I have a friend who wanted a knife for self-protection. So my first thought was a folding knife, something like this. The flipper, liner lock. And then I got to thinking, for somebody that doesn't even know how to really use a knife, there's this issue that you got to close it, you got to deploy it, and I thought maybe a neck knife is a little better option. So I have a couple neck knives, and there's a big difference in neck knives. Big difference. Zoe, she always has to put her 2 cents in. So the first one I have is the baby Banter fixed blade. So they all come with these chains. This one happens to have a belt loop on it too. You can reverse this by changing the screws around. You can also put the thing over here. Or you could put it off the side here. Alright, this one has a lanyard on it, which I like. Why? Is because this is a simple way to deploy the neck knife. So we have that hanging around your neck, and you just can grab it. I like that they have jimping in 2 spots on this one. The lanyard I do find handy because I'm choking up on it, and here you have a place to grip it with your pinky, so you can get a good grip on it. Because a lot of these neck knives are a lot shorter than normal fixed blade knives. So, yeah. And I like Kydex sheaths because they really retain the knife a lot better. See, that's not going to come out without some force. The only thing I don't like about some of these is the chains that come with them. Some people don't like those chains hanging around their neck. Oh, my birds. So, here's another option to use besides chain is some paracord. So you can, not so much on these, but this one you can easily put through here, and whichever way you want to tie it, you could take this off and put it up this so that it's hanging from the top of these instead. And you can adjust the paracord to whatever length you like, and you don't have a piece of cold chain hanging off your neck. Plus, I just find the paracord a little more durable than these chains. And you could put a different chain on it too. I don't know, I just really question, like, how tough are these chains when you're grabbing that knife off, which, at that point, you're probably not even going to care if the sheath and the whole thing comes off your neck because you're just grabbing it. But not only are these for self-defense, they're also EDC friendly. So for that baby Banter, I will tell you a couple little specs on the knife. So the overall length of this is, I think it's over 5 inches, I believe. And the blade total length of the blade is 2.39. So that's from here all the way into there. It does have a nice finger choil with jimping on it, which I do like the jimping in the finger choil. But the cutting length is 1.91. It does have G10 scales on it with good texture grip on there. It's Nitro V. So the downside of this knife is probably for some people would be the cost. So that knife runs around 58, 60 bucks. It depends on which one you get. Alright, now we have the cold steel. This is a mini Mac. This is a little bigger, but it's also cheaper. What I find with this one is it's harder to get out of the sheath. So you might keep that in mind. There we go, mini tack. And here's what steel it is. It has very little jimping on the top. One thing I like about it is this. So it does give you place to put your fingers, which is nice. So that's kind of a Bowie type blade. So this one happens to be a little longer. It is almost 7-inch blade. So you gotta remember that it's hanging on your neck. Actually, it's 6.88. It also weighs 2.7 ounces. The blade is 4 inches. So there we go with the cold steel mini tack. And the last one I have, and I'm going to leave a bunch of links in the description. So I went on Amazon and found all kinds of different neck knives. I don't have all these knives. Last one is a super small little knife. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, this is not Kydex. This is plastic. So this one doesn't rattle, but I prefer Kydex over the plastic sheets. So here we got the last one, and this is the Civivi mini fixed elementum. This is a very small knife. Again, it's all metal except for the G10 right here for grip. And the other one was G10 too. Forgot that, sorry. Alright, so here's another thing is deployment I have found works best like right there. This has jimping on it. It is Nitro V. It is small. Very lightweight. Does have a hole for a lanyard, which is nice. So you can add, I'm just going to grab one of these on here. Or you could put a monkey fist on here. And I need to get a hold of Lantern Man. He actually sent this to me, which I greatly appreciate. So you could put that on there if you wanted to. Just to give you a little extra grip, because this one is a small one. And I have probably a medium-sized woman's hand. So, yeah. What I would find hard is keeping a hold of this. Now, I like this little knife for other little things, but the fact that it's lightweight is nice. But, yeah, to whip it out and keep a hold of it might be a problem. It's really thin. Not that it isn't a good knife. It does have chamfered edges here, which is nice. I mean, it's not a bad little knife. Again, this one is a little more spendy. This one is also around 50 bucks. So the specs on that guy is, its total here length is 4.96. They say the blade, I should have brought my tape measure out. The cutting edge of that blade is supposed to be a little over 2 inches, 2 3/4. Very thin blade stock. So neck knives are very interesting. And what you're going to use them for makes a big difference. Now this one and this one, you're definitely not going to get this size paracord through it. But you could get different cordage for it. Because I know some people don't like these chains. I'm not a big fan of them myself. Alright. Yeah. Here's a big fixed blade. The Sin-Cut Wakshishi, however you pronounce that. Now this one isn't made to be a neck knife at all. It's too big. Way too big. You wouldn't want that hanging off your neck. It's heavy. And it also has this T-clip thing here, so yeah. Otherwise, really nice knife. But it's all on how you're going to use your knife and what you want it for. Do you want it for self-defense or hang around your neck? Then my advice is to go with some of these. Now I am going to leave some links for like Kramits. And Kramits have, let's see, I don't have one on me. But a Kramit is basically got a ring on this end. And it's usually curved with a blade. More of a self-defense knife. That's a Kramit. And yeah, that's about all I have. I just wanted to bring that up with the neck knives, because there's all kinds of them. So many of them now. Yeah. You know, just a simple little cheap pocket knife like this Olin's G040. Great little knife. Very handy. Again, it has the liner lock, which I find this one very easy to use one-handed. Very smooth. One of these days I'll get more into bushcraft knives. I don't have very many of them. It's got this Scandi blade edge on it. And this one wasn't very expensive. But, you know, it's just handy for going up the mountains. It's not a full tang. And it does come in a plastic sheet. So, I am looking for a really good bushcraft knife with that kind of style blade on it. And I am not a big knife channel. I do not have expensive knives. I can't afford them. Like some of these other channels that are always having new knives. I can't do that. So I apologize for that. I just don't have that. I don't have no sponsors, nothing like that. And yeah. So for just normal little everyday knives and that kind of stuff, budget friendly, I'm all about that. So if you like that kind of stuff, you might want to follow, subscribe, whatever. I don't ask people to do it. I'm more into this budget-friendly stuff. Civivis, yeah. I got birds here at my feeder. There we go. So my birds are going crazy because the birds are out here. I've had woodpeckers, chickadees, all kinds of sparrows, house finches, everything out here. Alright guys, I'm going to let you go. Yeah, I'm just kind of a budget-friendly knife reviewer. Nothing fancy. I mean, there's so many good steels out there, and I'm not a steel snob because I can't afford it. By any means. I mean, Nitro V and 1428 is about all I can afford. D2, which I don't ever have a problem with. I use my knives. Yeah. Oh, by the way, if you're going to use something for self-defense, Hold on, sorry. I don't have this set straight either, I noticed. Always pack a little flashlight with you. They're so easy to throw in. Just a little flashlight. Something everybody should have. Even in your vehicle. Easy enough to put it in a little pouch. If you don't have a purse or another way, there's always pockets in here. You can put your phone in here. You can put other knives in here. But yeah, they got all kinds of ways to tie them onto packs. These are really cheap. You can get them on Amazon for really good prices. Like I said, I can't afford expensive gear, but I do what I can with what I got. Alright. Another gloomy day in Wyoming for weather. And we have been getting snow off and on. But it's been cold here. Not so much here as the mountains, which I'm really excited about going to the mountains and seeing what we have. Alright, everyone. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you all. Have a great day. Bye. Hey guys, I gotta add this in here because I got something wrong. Now I can't hold this with my left hand. I got shakes because of nerve damage from the aneurysm. But anyway, speaking of neck knives, come on, focus. I should have said, do a full steel tang, whatever kind of steel you get. I recommend full tangs. I should have said that. Full tang, which this one is, and I screwed up and said how long the blade was. Well, the blade can go all, the knife blade goes all the way through. So I apologize for that mix-up. I just wanted to add that in there. And this one is not 2 3/4. It's 2 1/4. Sorry, I got a little bit of a shake going on today. I don't know. Anyway, I just had to add that in there because I messed that up and I wanted to clarify that. So, sorry. Thanks, guys. Have a great day. Bye.